Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Investing Bros.
Unemployment rate. That's what we've been waiting on all week long. Told you guys we were at 3.4% previously. Consensus and forecast were coming in at 3.5, slightly higher than what we were at. We actually came in at 3.7%. So unemployment rate on its way back up. And that's not good for the labor force. We'll have some volatility on the markets, but we'll have to see how that plays out. But non-farm payrolls, guys, 294,000 previously. Consensus was 190K. Forecasted at 190K. Actually came in at 339K. We do have 62.6% of the U.S. population that is at working age participating either in looking for a job or working a job. That's what we have there today, guys. Big news next week is going to be core inflation rate next Tuesday on the 13th. And then that is going to lead us into the June 14th FOMC. Trueflation today. Let's go. Down a lot. 0.1% there. And we've been playing with like hundredths of a percent. So it's kind of interesting to see this drop back to 2.73% here. Check out the Bitcoin heat map here for liquidations. Looks like $20.5 million in liquidations in the past 24 hours on Bitcoin. 13 million of that was liquidated long, 7 million of that shorts. And let's look at Ethereum here. Only 10.5 million of liquidations, 5 and 5. So about half the amount of liquidations that Bitcoin's seeing. Lena, if you guys were out there trading that, Lena actually absolutely getting demolished for being so small and getting 3 million worth of liquidations coming in on the market here. OKX, the big winner today, guys, on liquidating traders over there. So if you're trading, be safe, set your stop loss, stay primed.
Less than 2 weeks till our next FOMC meeting, but we're hovering right now, kind of similar where we were yesterday, about 70%, predicting we're going to pause here. Let's see what the update on December is. It's kind of balancing out here. So, we're still seeing some people start to vote that we might just go ahead and be paused the rest of the year here between 5 to 5.25, but some people are still, looking at a 25% dip. This is still spread out. We got a long time left for the rest of the year, so this is going to be changing a whole heck of a lot. So don't necessarily marry yourself to anything, but this one right here is a positive sign. I've talked about this yesterday. A pause combined with the money printing that's going to happen with this new debt ceiling bill is going to be bullish. Even if we do raise another 25 basis points, the fact that we're printing so much money, I still think that's going to be bullish for Bitcoin. My camera must be bugging out. Let's go over to Bitcoin's technical analysis this morning. Take a look at what is happening. I want to start off a little bit more macro. Remember, we've been talking about this the last couple of days. One of the coolest new indicators to Chart Prime. We got to thank Chart Prime. We're going to be thanking them daily, guys. Again, we've told you this before. If it wasn't for Chart Prime, who knows where this channel would be? When you guys purchase their indicator package, you are definitely supporting this channel, Investing Bros, but you're also getting yourself a doozy of an indicator that is going to crush it when it comes to the trading game. Bringing this to your guys' attention. Breakout coming very, very soon. Now let's zoom in here. Let's go back to the 4-hour chart and let's take a look at some levels and what is happening here. Let's start off with using some nice Fibonacci levels. We're still sitting in a similar area to where we were yesterday when it comes to the oscillators. The most recent flash was a green reversal triangle. We got a bullish momentum wave too, and we just crossed into the more bullish side of the cloud here on the oscillator. All things are still pointing in an upwards direction. We are keeping our eye on the 4-hour dynamic reactor right here. We've kind of been wrestling with it as resistance, so a breakthrough of that dynamic reactor will be very important. Let's pull up our Fibonacci levels. Let's go to the bottom we had back here. The golden pocket ended up being a very, very nice level of support, and now we're wrestling here not only with the dynamic reactor, but we're wrestling between the golden pocket up here and the 0.5 level. It does look like we found a bottom and we're working back to the upside. We got to flip this Fibonacci level. Let's now start up here at the top and come down to what was right now on the shorter trend, the bottom, and take a look at some levels to keep our eyes on. So right now we are wrestling between the 0.382 and the 0.236. But what I'm going to be looking for, guys, is I'm going to be looking for a break back up here to the golden pocket. It'll more than likely do it in a sideways to the right fashion. So do not be surprised to see us kind of get into this golden pocket right at the same time we're coming up on this red line that is falling to the downside. Cardano still holding up. You guys know we talked about a price prediction up here towards 42 cents for Cardano based off of breaking out of this falling wedge. We're holding up this longer term rising trading channel that actually gives us a price prediction closer towards 50 cents to come back up and make a fifth wave back up here. So keep your eyes on Cardano. Cardano is doing super well right now, holding this support. And with everything it's doing fundamentally, do not be surprised to see it have a nice little rally itself.
Looking at Ethereum here, guys, currently coming in at about 1889, still holding around that $1,900 mark. Interestingly enough, we did get a rejection right here off of the Prime Trend Assistant. When we get these rejections, they tend to pull down a little bit. This one hit the 786. What I'm expecting is going to happen is we're going to bounce off of this a little bit and hit this breaker block right here. This is a zombie order block, and now it is a breaker block. Could get a little bounce here, and then we're going to go out to test that 887 where we had our previous rejection back here. Currently, we are in a rising wedge right now. You can see that there. I think I told you guys yesterday on the show that I was looking for us to get a breakout on the 887 here, and if we did, to be watching for the top of this wedge line running right here with these prime ranges here. The prime ranges, they tell you that the trend is still continuing on, and it gives you some levels a lot like the predictive ranges do, but on a trend-based diagonal move. Looking here, guys, you can see we're continuing to grind inside the platinum pocket. It's been our playground for, let's see here, going back to, I guess, the 26th of May, so quite a while now. Just like before, I think this is what we're probably going to see happening over here for a quick pullback, but will it hold the retest of the 887 is going to be the big question. That's what I'm seeing there. It is interesting that we're in that platinum pocket, because also if you come over here and you take a look at where we are here, let's grab a fib. Let's go off of this top level here, and let's take it down to this low right there. There we go. You can see that we're also playing in the golden pocket on an even more local fib. So I love when I see these Fibonacci levels of different time frames, like whether it be a local or a mid-range, and you start to see the confluence of the platinum pocket and the golden pocket, because then it reinforces that if it breaks that platinum pocket, that means that it's also breaking the golden pocket, and now you've got even more of a support level there in the fibs.
Starting off with the first headline. So the USDT market cap at record highs, crypto bull market incoming. So not too many details I'm going to cover here, other than $83.23 billion of USDT in circulation. The reason why this is so bullish is because USDT is just paired to the dollar. So if the Dixie was going to keep climbing, if we're sitting here with really bullish things looking on the Dixie, or if the dollar in the news front was looking really good, that makes a lot of sense. But this money being sitting here at an all-time high with highest level in Tether in circulation, it wants to be deployed somewhere. The question is where. Yeah, so this is something, again, keep an eye on this, guys. We'll continue to keep you updated. The debt ceiling being passed by the Senate. Legislation passed the Senate by a vote of 63 to 36, ensuring that the federal government will not run out of money to pay its bills on Monday. It now goes to President Biden, who will address the nation on Friday. So that is today. So this article is from yesterday. Again, not too much to go into this. It's going to get passed. Biden was the one who was negotiating with McCarthy to get the whole deal done. Obviously, if you read into this, there's a lot of things Democrats don't like about the deal. There's things the Republicans don't like about the deal, but it was a compromising bill. It'll keep us in business for a couple more years here in America, but it'll be very bullish for Bitcoin as we continue to print. But speaking of, there's not really not much to keep going on with that story, but it goes into the next story, and this is Ethereum. U.S. debt ceiling, declining trusts in bank sends Ethereum staking to record highs. The number of staked Ether in May reached a new all-time high of 2.96 million ETH, or approximately 2.46% of the total ETH supply. You guys can see this chart here. It's not even close. It's not like we barely set a new all-time high. It crushed the new all-time high by more than double. Piper, what are your thoughts about this? This was a concern we had just a couple of months ago, that people were not going to trust Ethereum to stake because it was locked up, but now that their staking has been unlocked, this is looking massively bullish. What do you see in the store for Ethereum due to this news?
Well, when everyone was saying that, I told everybody, you're going to be shocked. It's not going to dump, it's not going to drop, and it's actually going to go up. I don't know if anybody here remembers that, but that's what I was saying all over our Discord. I think it's super bullish. I pulled mine out of staking because I wanted to get it off of the centralized exchange where it was locked at, but I put it right back into staking, and it's doing beautiful. When you see that big amount of staking occur, and that's an astronomical jump, like it's more than double what its all-time high was. That tells you that there's a lot of trust and faith in Ethereum staking process in the program itself. So yeah, let's go. I'm all for it. I love seeing it, and it just gives me more hope that my goal for 2025 is going to happen. So
Dogecoin, we're gonna be really quick with this one. Dogecoin investor accused Elon Musk of insider trading in a lawsuit. Of course, this has to do with when he made Twitter's little emblem, the little image, the dog coin. We'll see what happens with this. I actually really doubt this goes to anything of fruition, but it is a 238. Wait, the Tesla CEO has earliest submitted a request to dismiss a $238 billion lawsuit that accused him of inflating the price of Dogecoin. Very interesting to watch this. That's no small number right there. $238
when you
billion.
when you're stupid rich, someone's always going to find a reason to sue you. They want
They're
that
gonna
money.
try.
It's
They're gonna
greed.
try.
It's greed and jealousy.
Last one though. So there was a video done over here, Digital Perspectives Permabull, and what they say here in their tweet: we will see a record-setting IPO for Ripple after judge decision. That's a question mark actually. Listen to 25-year Wall Street veteran discuss what a Ripple IPO could look like: a 20x valuation equaling $600 plus for Ripple share price. And then the response down here by Crypto Sasha: I definitely agree. 100 to 150 billion dollar valuation from current $34 to $35 a share is very realistic valuation. 15 to 20x on an ROI and price of $600 is appropriate and may even be on the lower end.
Wow, you made it to the end of the video. Great job. Now, if you want more content like this, whether it be TA on Bitcoin and Ethereum or altcoins, or you just want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest news in crypto, then stay tuned and tune in to our 9 a.m. live show every single weekday morning. It's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And when you tune in live, use the keyword grip strength in the chat, and you'll get a special shout out from anyone who's paying attention to the chat. Love to see you there.